Beneath the scorching sun of North Africa, along the life-giving waters of the Nile, rose one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known, ancient Egypt. For more than 3,000 years, this empire endured, outlasting countless kingdoms and leaving behind monuments so grand that even today, modern science struggles to fully explain how they were built. But behind the towering pyramids, golden tombs, and legendary pharaohs lies a story of ambition, divinity, and eventual collapse. Unlike other rivers that flood unpredictably, the Nile had a rhythm, rising and falling each year like the beating of a heart. This predictable cycle gave the Egyptians fertile soil, food security, and stability. It was here that scattered farming villages united into one of the world's first great empires. At the center of it all was the pharaoh, not just a king, but a god in human form. His word was law, his power unquestionable. To defy him was to defy the gods themselves. And so Egypt became a theocracy, a kingdom where politics and religion fused into one unstoppable force. To understand the scale of Egypt's ambition, you only need to look at the pyramids. Imagine this: over 4,500 years ago, without modern machines, without cranes, without steel, the Egyptians raised stone monuments taller than 40-story buildings. Each block weighed several tons, yet they were moved with a precision that even today seems almost impossible. Why? Because pharaohs believed in eternity. They believed their souls would live forever if their bodies were preserved and buried with treasures for the afterlife. The pyramids were not just tombs, they were engines of immortality. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. Over 2 million stone blocks, perfectly aligned to the stars, still stand as a defiant symbol of Egypt's power. Egypt was rich not just in gold from Nubia, but in culture, science, and innovation. They developed writing, medicine, mathematics, and architecture that influenced the world for centuries. Pharaohs like Ramses the Great built temples so vast that even their ruins today inspire awe. Egypt's army grew strong, its borders stretched, and trade brought exotic goods from faraway lands. For a time, Egypt seemed eternal, unshakable, invincible. But history whispers a warning: no empire, no matter how mighty, is free from decline. Egypt's problems began from within. Pharaohs became obsessed with luxury and personal glory, and massive construction projects drained the empire's wealth. Priests grew powerful, challenging the pharaoh's authority. Meanwhile, rivals like the Hittites, Assyrians, and later the Persians tested Egypt's strength. Perhaps the greatest symbol of this decline was the reign of Cleopatra, the last pharaoh.